What's next for you? It's a really good question because it gets you to think that no matter where you're at inside of your real estate career, it really is about the stage that you're at, not the age that you're at. And one of the big conversations is a lot of people find themselves on a plateau and they're not really setting out on that new Everest yet because they haven't thought about the new skills that they need in order to be able to significantly grow. No matter where we're at inside of our real estate careers, there's always something to be working on. Whether or not it's about how you actually list, what you're saying inside of prospecting, how you're actually converting those sellers to come to the market today, or the whole driver around what you do inside of a negotiation, multi-offers on the day of the auction, right the way through to the entire process of how you actually manage your team and actually grow yourself as an individual. One of the big things that I do when I go to work on the inside of teams is I just ask people, what are the next 5 skills that you need to master? That if you mastered that skill, it would significantly improve not only your value to the team, but most importantly, your value to the marketplace. That skill might be about the way that you actually present your fees and how you actually charge a customer in that whole conversation around what you do with bonuses, how you actually do a flat fee, how you actually present it, whether or not you go with a particular number, or whether or not you actually go with something with a number of numbers directly after the decimal point. You see, these things are so incredibly important because they are really the sales skills of what fundamentally makes you great. To be an incredible agent, you need to be thinking the next 5 key skills are the things that are really going to help my team to grow. Now, whenever I go to work with someone who's working as maybe the co-agent inside of a team, sometimes the next 5 skills could be as basic as actually teaching them how to fill out an agency agreement or how to actually exchange a set of contracts, right the way through to the complexity of how to actually use the database and what we're actually doing directly in the way that we write our vendor reports or even proposals when we're going to go and win the business. What's critical here is that every single person has 5 key skills that they need to master next. And every single time that someone masters a skill, what I do is I get them to write it down inside of the Circle of Competence. What actually happens over time is that you keep on writing down all the things that you've mastered, and over that period of time, you build up an incredible layer of all of the different skills on what it takes to be an incredible real estate agent. So it's time to get off the plateau. It's time to get real about where you're really at. And it's time to have a good quality conversation about what the next 5 key skills are that are going to significantly change the game for you as an individual agent. This is such an important time for you to be growing. It's a conversation about learning how to be able to working with fast marketplaces, but also too that markets that are incredibly chaotic and very dynamic. They have the ability to change on a dial. One day you're going to be chasing sellers, the next day you're going to be chasing buyers, and the next day after that you're going to be back chasing sellers again. It's critical to be able to move quickly and to be able to anticipate what's going to be happening in the market next. I really hope you've enjoyed our coaching tip and we look forward to seeing you next week.